So Arsenal back in action this midweek with a trip across London to Stamford Bridge to face Champions League and FA Cup finalists Chelsea. This is the Chelsea versus Arsenal match preview. Hello, my name is Richie. Welcome back to my channel over and over again. In this video, I'm going to look ahead to this midweek game away at Chelsea in the Premier League. A tough game, obviously, we know that. I'm going to look at past meetings, I'm going to look at current form, I'm going to predict the lineups, and I'm going to give a score prediction. Just before I get into all that, I just want to make sure that you are subscribing to my channel. If you do enjoy what I do, you like the content, please click the subscribe button down in the corner there. It is free of charge. It does help the channel to reach a larger audience. If you enjoy this video, please give it a like as well. If you've got any comments at all to make about this game on Wednesday night or anything else to do with Arsenal, please drop them in the comments box below, as I do love to hear from you guys as well. So in history then, Arsenal and Chelsea have met 202 times across all competitions. Arsenal have won 79, there's been 58 draws, and Chelsea have won 65. However, we haven't won any of our last 9 visits to Stamford Bridge. That's 3 draws and 6 defeats since October 2011, which was our last victory, that 5-3 win with a hat-trick from Robin van Persie. But we have actually only lost 1 of our last 4 visits here. That does include 3 draws. That 1 defeat came in August 2018 at the very start of Unai Emery's first season in charge. However, we don't have a bad record against Chelsea in recent times. In fact, in the last 15 meetings, we've won 6, drawn 5 and lost just 4, and that followed a run of only 1 win in the previous 11 meetings. But we have only had 2 wins in our last 18 visits to Chelsea. That's 6 draws and 10 defeats, and that goes all the way back to February 2004 and a 2-1 victory on the way to our last league title in the Invincible season. We did, however, go 9 matches unbeaten against Chelsea between April 1997 and September 2005. We won 4 and drew 5. So in current form then, Chelsea have only got 1 defeat in their last 16 league matches. That actually came at home here against West Bromwich Albion. They've won 10 and drawn 5 of those games. That was since a 2-0 defeat at Leicester back in January, which was of course Frank Lampard's last match in charge. So since Thomas Tuchel took over, Chelsea have lost just 1 match in the Premier League. However, at home, they have only actually won 3 of their last 7 games. That includes 2 defeats, 1 in the Champions League to Porto, the Premier League game against West Bromwich Albion, and also 2 draws as well. Now, Chelsea have got a great record here at Stamford Bridge in London derbies this season. They've won 3 and drawn 1. In fact, they haven't even conceded a goal. They beat Crystal Palace 4-0, West Ham 3-0 and Fulham 2-0, while also drawing 0-0 with Tottenham. Chelsea's leading scorers this season is Tammy Abraham and Timo Werner with 12 goals each. Our old mate Giroud has of course got 11 this season as well, with Mason Mount with 9. In terms of our form then, of course, we won our last 2 in the league, and in fact we've only had 1 defeat in our last 5 league games. That's 3 wins and 1 draw. However, that followed a run of only 4 wins in our previous 13 league games. That was 4 draws and 5 defeats in that particular run. However, away from home, we're unbeaten now in 5 games in the Premier League. That's 3 wins and 2 draws since a 1-0 defeat at Aston Villa back in February. In London derbies away from home this season, we've had mixed results. We did win 3-0 at Fulham, we lost 2-0 at Tottenham, and we drew 3-3 at West Ham. Of course, we've still got the trip to Crystal Palace to follow this game at Chelsea. Of course, our top scorers, Lacazette's got 17, Aubameyang's got 15, Pepe has got 12, and Saka has got 7. In terms of the predicted lineup, then Thomas Tuchel does tend to make a lot of changes to the Chelsea side, not just in terms of personnel, but also in terms of system. In their last game, of course, that 2-1 victory away at Manchester City, impressive victory that was. This is how they lined up. It was Mendy in goal. They had a back three of Rudiger, Christensen and Azpilicueta. Of course, Christensen got injured in that game, was replaced by Kurt Zouma. So I'd imagine that will be the same for this game. In terms of the midfield four, it was Alonso, Kante, Gilmour and James. And then the three up front were Pulisic, Werner and Ziyech. Of course, they've got lots of options in attack, haven't they, with Giroud, Abraham, Havertz as well, has played quite a lot recently in midfield as well. Of course, Mason Mount played a lot of games as well, Jorginho. Also got Hudson-Odoi, who's been playing more in a wing-back position. And of course, Chilwell as well, the signing from Leicester. And in defence as well, Thiago Silva could make an appearance. But it's very difficult to know what their lineup will be. They've got so many good players, but that might give us an idea of what we might expect from them. In terms of our lineup, again, it's very unpredictable, isn't it? You never really know what Mikel Arteta is going to do. I was expecting him to rest a few more players for the West Brom game, put a few more youngsters in. That didn't happen. And now we've got a victory in that game. Maybe he'll stick with a similar side for this game. I think Matt Ryan might get a game. Now, apparently illness ruled him out on Sunday, so I think he might be fit. And if he's fit, I think he might play in goal in place of Bernd Leno. I think in the back four, I think it might be Bellerin, Holding, Pablo Mari and Bukayo Saka again. I'm still not sure if Kieran Tierney's fit. If he is, then I suppose Kieran Tierney could come in there and Bukayo Saka could go further up the pitch. But I thought Saka had a great game at left back against West Brom, so I'd have no problem with him dropping back there again. I think in midfield, I think Thomas Partey will come back into the side. If Granit Xhaka's fit, I would expect him to play as well alongside him. If not, possibly El Neni. I wouldn't be using Ceballos anymore this season as he's going to be off back to Madrid in the summer. In terms of the front four, I think Smith Rowe starting the number 10 position again. I think he's nailed that down now. Odegaard's not really hit the ground, has he, since his injury. I would certainly put Smith Rowe in there. I think Pepe is going to carry on the right-hand side, got a great goal against West Brom. On the left-hand side, Martinelli may well start over that side on this particular game. And then up front, if Aubameyang's fit, I would expect him to play. Possibly Lacazette as well, one of those two maybe. Possibly Aubameyang could play on the left, of course, with Martinelli dropping back down to the bench. But that'll be the lineups I'll be expecting, something similar for this game. So in terms of a score prediction, of course, our record here at Stamford Bridge in recent years has been poor. We haven't won for nearly 10 years. However, Chelsea have got the FA Cup final coming up at the weekend and also the Champions League final to come as well. So is their mind going to be elsewhere? They've got a big squad, so even if they do rotate and rest players, they're still going to be strong. But sometimes it's a good time to play a team, isn't it, in the week building up to a cup final. So that might go in our favour. Also, we've got no pressure on us anymore. We've got nothing to play for really in the league. And I wouldn't be surprised if we come here relaxed and actually play pretty well. So I'm going to predict a final score here at Stamford Bridge on Wednesday night. Chelsea 2, Arsenal 2. So our away record in the Premier League in recent weeks has been pretty good, and Chelsea maybe have their minds elsewhere with some big cup finals coming up. But of course, they do need the points as well, don't they, to try to finish in the top four as well. So it's not going to be an easy game, is it? And I'm not going to read too much into it. But with nothing to play for, we might be a little bit more relaxed, and maybe we can put in a decent performance. So in the last few visits here to Stamford Bridge, we have managed to get a draw. So I wouldn't be surprised if it finishes that way again. Obviously, a victory for us would be a great result and would actually maybe put us in with an opportunity to finish in the top 7. And that may well be enough to get into Europe, maybe through the back door of the Conference League, but we'll see. Personally, I think we need to be looking more to build for next season. I'd like to see some more of the youngsters get opportunity, Balogun and Aziz in particular. I'm not sure Mikel Arteta is going to do that. I think he's going to stick with the players that he trusts, even though they may have let us down several times already this season. But I believe that's what he will do. Also, I'm not expecting too many surprises in the lineup. So I'm sure it'll be a good game now. Of course, you remember last season's was a classic, wasn't it? And I wouldn't be surprised if this one finishes in a similar way. So that's my preview of Wednesday night's game against Chelsea here at Stamford Bridge. I'm hoping to get a Chelsea fan on tonight to do a preview of this game, looking back at past meetings as well, and some of the players that's played for both clubs. Of course, there's one or two in the current squads as well, isn't there, at the moment? So that could be quite interesting as well. And then I will be doing a watch along of this game tomorrow night. I think the kickoff's at 8:05, isn't it? So I'll probably go live about 10 to 8 with the team news, a little bit of build up, and then full match coverage. And then, of course, we've got a weekend off, haven't we? So I'll be looking at doing a bit more stuff on the history of the club, getting a few more live shows on as well, get some Arsenal fans on to talk about some great moments from the past, and also the current situation as well, and what's going to happen maybe to Arsenal over the next few months as we head towards the transfer window and into next season. But all that's to come. So if you haven't done so already, please get the subscribe button down in the corner there. It's completely free of charge. It does help the channel to reach a larger audience. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like as well. Please let me know your comments about this match tomorrow. What are your expectations of it? Do you think maybe Mikel Arteta will throw a few more of the young kids in, or do you think it's going to be the same tried and tested players that he's played most of the season? Let me know your thoughts. Drop them in the box below. I do love to hear from you guys. I will try to respond to as many as I can as well. Stay tuned to the channel. Lots of good stuff coming on, of course, as we head towards this London derby, the second from last London derby of the season. Come on, you Gunners!